Hey everybody, and welcome back to another video. I've just gotten home from being down the street, and I ran out of milk, so I went and got myself some A2 milk, which is what I drink, and I bought some goat's milk, and I'm scared to try it. I don't know why, but the thought of drinking milk from a goat sounds really disgusting. I don't know why, because I drink cow's milk, people drink cow's milk. I think we're just so conditioned and so used to that. The thought of actually drinking goat's milk is just like, I don't know, it sounds gross. This is the second time I've bought goat's milk. Last time I bought it, I never drank it because I was so grossed out by the thought. I think it's just breaking that pattern and trying something different. So yeah, I'm gonna give this goat milk a try in some coffee or some tea at some point. Not today. I'm gonna have my A2 milk. I gotta go back down the street and get some Nexium from the pharmacy. And then I'm gonna go print off Ben's divorce papers. So he's filled them all out online as much as he can. He's at work, so I'm gonna go print them off, and then he's gonna go serve them, like drop them off to his ex-mother-in-law, and we'll get all that happening. So that'll be exciting to have that done. He'll be a free man, kind of. But yeah, so I don't know why people get married and then get divorced, but then like leave the divorce for ages. Like first time I was divorced, I did that. I just left it because it was so hard, so embarrassing to deal with. Like I'm so embarrassed that I was getting divorced. But that comes from being raised with very Christian ideas, and it's wrong to get divorced and all that sort of stuff. And the second time, I just was like, let's just get this over and done with because it's not getting any better. It's like ripping off a Band-Aid. The longer you leave it, sometimes you just got to face shit. So anyway, he's facing it now because his ex is getting remarried. And then at some point we'll get married. So yeah, anyway, what I plan on doing today is cleaning out my cupboard. I've got too many clothes, and I've bought a whole heap of new clothes, and I'm holding on to things like that I don't need. Like I've got a Rotary shirt. Why am I holding on to that? Like I haven't got time to go to fucking Rotary. But anyway, I'm going to be cleaning out my cupboard today. So I'm also going to be taste testing this today, and then I will chuck in between the end of this little clip and cleaning my cupboard out taste test I did of, I think it was the ginger and lemon dark chocolate. So yeah, I used to eat this ages ago, but it's been a while. So since I've had it, I've been having milk chocolate, and I've got to stop. I weighed myself this morning. I was about 104 kilos. I weighed myself a few days ago and went up to 105. Been counting calories again. So it's going back down to 104. I just haven't been able to shift it. Ever since I got sick last year, my weight went over 100 kilos, and I've been struggling to shift it, but I'm on my feet more now. I had a really hard time after my surgery. I could hardly walk for months. Like, having a D&C and having a Kyleena inserted, I had all this lower back pain. I could barely walk for months. It was horrible. I don't know what caused that. I don't know if it was just sitting on my butt so much and resting, or whether it was a spinal block or what it was, but either way, it's getting better. And it's just a matter of strengthening my body and strengthening my core and pushing myself to exercise. So I'm doing it, and I'm getting there, and I feel good. So I've got my phone on a really bad angle here. I've got my bag tipped over and got the phone leaning against the fruit bowl. Because I can't be bothered setting it up in the tripod just while I have a cup of tea, because I've got to go set it up in the tripod for when I clean out my cupboard and stuff. So I'm just being lazy at the moment. And I have a pimple on my face. Like, oh, what the fuck? I never get pimples. Ever since I had that damn Kyleena put in, I've been getting pimples. And I never get pimples. So I'm sure it will go away. My body's just probably like purging the last of the Kyleena hormones. So this is the Raspberry Intense, and this is what it looks like. And this is 2 pieces. So 2 pieces equals 447 kilojoules. Serving size is 20 grams, so that's a row, 2 pieces. And so 447 kg works out at 106 calories, I believe. So I like to dip this in my cuppa and drink it. Melts it, it's nice. So I'm going to do that. You can't see my cuppa, it's off screen. Having a cup of tea. That's nice. Really nice. I don't really like the dark chocolate, like the 90%, 70%. I have eaten them in the past, and They're quite bitter, but I don't know, like, this is quite nice. So reading the ingredients, it says dark chocolate contains cocoa, solids 47%. So you can get the 70%, 90% dark chocolates, and that's the amount of cocoa it contains. So this one is just under 50%. So that's why, even though it's like dark, it's still kind of sweet. Like it's not like it's tolerable, you know. And then it's got freeze-dried raspberry pieces in it. You can see that. It's got sugar's 9.4, so it's under 10 grams of sugar, which is what you're after, but it's on the higher end. Yeah, so I mean, it's pretty good, you know. Like, I'm trying to watch my sugar intake because of my teeth. And you know, like I was watching something on YouTube last night. I was talking about like in the 50s they ate a lot of fat and people weren't fat, and I think most people know this. But then when we started adding more refined sugar into our diets, people are fatter now, people are heavier now, and people are heavier now even if they eat the same diet that people were eating back then. People are still heavier. So they put it, you know, a lot of people say it's sugar, but a lot of people don't want to believe that. Well, they just don't, you know, they like sugar, they're addicted to sugar. I'm addicted to sugar. And it's hard. It's a hard one, but I'm trying to push the sugar out for so many reasons because I've got so many health issues, and I want to, when I quit sugar years ago, I felt a lot healthier. So I'm trying so hard to give up the sugar. Yeah, so for now, I'll eat these. I don't know if I will go on to the 90 or 70% chocolates. They are quite rich and intense, but we'll see how we go. But this is still a huge step up from having milk chocolate. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go get Freddo Frog and compare it. So I'm not going to lie, I'm slightly devastated here. I got out a pack of Freddo Frogs, which are my son's, so at least for him. And it says sugars 8.9 grams. And so it says carbohydrates 9.7 grams, and then it says sugars under the carbohydrates at 8.9. And my dark chocolate carbohydrate is 10.4 grams, so it's actually higher, and then sugars is 9.4. So this is actually higher in sugars, in carbohydrates, than a Freddo Frog. So see what I mean? You think, okay, I eat dark chocolate's healthy, and it's actually worse than a Freddo Frog. Okay, so now I'm going to check the fat content. So energy in one Freddo Frog is 298 kilojoules. Oh my god. And the energy in 2 squares of this is 447 kilojoules. So this is about 106 calories. This is about 80 calories. Protein 1.2, protein less than 1. This has 1 gram. This has more protein in it. Fat is 6.4. The fat in a Freddo Frog is 3.2 grams. And saturated is 1.9. And the saturatedness is 3.8. So this is actually worse for you than a Freddo Frog. I feel devastated. What I can say though is that this is not as moreish. You can eat some of this and I don't feel like, oh, I want to keep eating more. With these, because they're sweeter, I can be like, oh, I want another one because they're sweeter. So that is the benefit of swapping to dark chocolate, because I would eat less of this. But really, realistically, unless I'm swapping to the 70% cocoa or the 90% cocoa, it's really not that much better for me. So that's a bit upsetting, because I thought I was doing well with my diet by changing to a healthier junk food. You know, I've tried dairy-free chocolates before and they're fucking disgusting. They're so bad. I've tried giving up dairy and I find it really, really difficult. I do love milk in my coffee or in my tea. I'm going to give the goat's milk a try, like I said, but I'm just thinking back. I've tried everything. I've tried almond milk. I've tried oat milk. like I've been on heaps of diets and stuff, and like the sickest I ever was, I went on a vegan diet 7 years ago. Yeah, and I was very, very sick. It made me very, very sick. So with my H. pylori and all my stomach issues going on, that probably explains a lot of it. Yeah, it's been a journey with my stomach. I don't know if I have mast cell activation or not. That was something that I want to investigate because I have become so intolerant to so many things, but that could be because I had underlying infection in my stomach that never got treated, you know, efficiently. So it's a journey. I'm still getting there, but I'm trying so hard to fix my stomach health so I can be healthier. But yeah, a bit disappointed in that. Now I'm gonna compare these. I haven't opened these actually. I've been very good, been very well behaved. I've been trying very hard to make healthy choices, and there's so much crap in these bickies. So one serving of this is 380 kg, so I think it's about 125 calories. I googled it the other day. Protein is 0.9 grams, so not a lot of protein. Fat is 4.4 grams. Saturated is 2.9. Carbohydrates 12.9. Sugars 9.2. So again, they're all under the 10. Like the sugars is under the 10 milligrams. A lot of sodium though. So there's 29 grams of sodium in these. So if you stick to one, you have one, then it's not too bad. But because they're moreish, that's where you can run into trouble. So yeah, I'm just gonna finish this block over the next few days, and then I might try buying some 70% cocoa. It's so hard. My chocolate addiction is so hard to give up. It's so hard. Like, I don't smoke, I don't drink, but I have a sugar slap. I mean, I don't eat lollies, don't really like lollies, but I love chocolate. And I did start eating therapy. I did start therapy at a binge eating clinic for that because I don't really, like I said, I eat normal sized meals, but I can easily sit down and eat like half a block of chocolate, you know, or a whole block if I'm having a really bad day. But I don't do that very often. But the point is, if you do that, even if you do that like once every 3 months or once every 6 months, and then the weight comes on and you don't lose it, that's where you run into trouble. Because then over time, over the last 4 or 5 years, I've put on 40 kilos. So it's like, clearly, even if I'm putting it on slowly, I'm still putting it on. So I do have work I need to do. I do need to change my habits. Also, I have chronic illness, so that does make it hard when I've had bouts where I couldn't do much. But it's like a lifelong journey, you know. And I've been down this track before where I've eaten healthy, and then I just have run into rough patches in my life, and you start like eating too much sugar. Like, I've been under a lot of stress on and off, you know, with my son, through 2 divorces, domestic violence. I've been through hell and back, and food's been my coping mechanism, you know, because I haven't had anything else to turn to, I suppose. And I don't know, everyone's addicted to something maybe, but I don't want to continue on in the future this way. I want to fix it. So, and the reason I didn't go back to the therapy is because I had too much fucking shit going on. Like, I had friggin' like seeing so many doctors. I've got 3 kids with autism and ADHD, so I'm seeing all their doctors and helping them with all their therapy. And then I had to see a gastroenterologist. I saw 2, and then I saw a guy. Had to keep coming back to see the gynecologist for my surgery. Blah 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 blah. I was just seeing so many doctors, so many people, and I'm like, I didn't feel like I had the emotional capacity to deal with that because I had to get my gynecological health sorted, trying to get my stomach health sorted. It's a lot, you know. So anyway, now that my gynecological stuff seems to be under control, fingers crossed, it's just waiting to see how my periods go. But so far so good. It seems to be getting back to normal. So yay, thank goodness, because I was so worried I'd have to have, you know, a hysterectomy or an ablation or something. You know, just not having any control over your body is very hard. So that seems to be getting under control. I'm booked in for colonoscopy and endoscopy within the next 3 months. And that will tell me if there's anything sinister going on or whether it's just a H. pylori, and then it's a matter of treating it. And then I'm pretty much home free, you know. Then my major health issues will be under control, and then I will have more space to deal with this sugar addiction that I have. So bit by bit, step by step, one day at a time, single drop raises the ocean. I just got to keep making good choices, and I'm so upset to find out that this is not very healthy. Okay, now I'm going to clean my cupboard. Okay, so I am about to taste test this lemon. Oh, with a touch of ginger. Okay, that's going to be interesting. I didn't see that. I just saw the lemon. So I'm about to taste test this with my cup of tea. That is actually really nice. The ginger is very potent. I wouldn't eat a lot of it, but it's a different type of flavor. It's quite nice. It's very strong, but is definitely yummy. So I actually just went back for a second piece because it is so yummy, but it's very rich and very strong, and I'm hoping that, like, I've tried to go to dark chocolate in the past and I found it really hard to, like, it wasn't sustainable because it's just not very sweet. But something like this with the lemon and the ginger, it's actually quite potent, and you wouldn't want to eat more than a piece or two because it's so rich in flavor. So I'm going to really try and eat dark chocolate because I'm on a mission to lose weight. I'm on a mission to get healthy, and I've really got to start changing my ways. I tried to switch to carob, and I was going to buy some online, and I know things happen and never got around to it. And then I did look it up, but it was like so expensive for like the tiniest little bit. So I was like, is that even viable? Like, and then am I just going to binge it like I do milk chocolate anyway? Whereas something like this, it's so rich. I could not, like, I'm going to eat this, and I think after that I'm just going to be like, I feel full because it's so rich in flavor. But anyway, so that's what I'm doing. I'm swapping from milk chocolate to dark chocolate, and yeah, we'll see how I go on my health journey. Okay, so the other day I bought some goat's milk, and I haven't been game to try it because it just sounds gross. I don't know why I bought it. Ben's on his lunch break laughing at me. So I took it back, and I got one that was in date. Still only had 2 days on it. Now I've got to drink it because it's going off today. So I'm going to try it now. I don't know. It's very interesting. It's kind of sweet. It's got a weird taste, actually. I think I like cow's milk better. Like, I think you could get used to it, but I'm definitely used to cow's milk. I don't think I'll be buying the goat's milk again. So that was $7 down the drain. Now the time has come to talk of cabbages and kings. No, it hasn't. The time has come to be brutal with my closet. This doesn't have a handle. I really need a handle on it. So I might have to try and find some old handles online somewhere, get Ben to put some handles on it. So I don't really have that many clothes in the cupboard. I do have a chest of drawers with clothes, and I did sort them out in a previous video, so I threw a lot of stuff out. There's some Easter stuff up in the cupboard that's hiding, but there's just things that I don't wear, and I just feel like I'm in this rut with my style. I just feel like I'm in this rut with my personality, with my whole self, with my whole life, because I've been through so much shit, and I just don't even know who I am anymore. Like that's a whole other video. It's a whole other 10 videos to explain all of that. But basically, yeah, I've just gone from being a homeschooler, being someone's wife twice, 2 divorces, moving towns, 3 children on the spectrum. My middle son had a lot of mental health issues because his medication didn't work, and that was hell. Went on for 5 years, and he's doing a lot better now. But then I was a homeschooler because my boys couldn't cope with school, and I was a single mom, and I just, I was in crisis mode for a long time, been through domestic violence. I've just been through so much, and my weight's fluctuated, and when your weight fluctuates, you then have to change how you dress, and it's been a lot. My mum was very sick. She was in 8 comas, so I was a carer. it's just been so much. So I've got things that I'm holding on to that I don't need. At the moment, I'm 104 kilos. Been living in a lot of baggy shirts just because that's what's comfortable. Also, a chronic illness warrior. I have fibromyalgia now, which I think I've always had it, but I just never got diagnosed because no one will listen to me. So now I know I have fibromyalgia. So it's a lot, you know, and this feels like a new era for me. I feel like literally cleaning out my closet, as Eminem would say, but it's a new era. I've got a new partner now, loving, supportive partner, and I feel like this is a new start for us, for my family. The kids are happy, I'm happy, he's happy, and I'm allowed to let go of the past. I'm allowed to start again. I'm allowed to have happiness. I'm allowed to hope again. I think for so long, everything just kept going wrong that I forgot how to hope. I didn't know how to hope anymore. I stopped myself from hoping because it's always that thought of what if something goes wrong, because you end up feeling quite traumatized. So anyway, that's what this is all about. It's a new era, new beginning, new me, and new style. So I'm going to start by pulling out some things that I don't wear and getting it down to things that I do wear and working out what my style is over time. And as I lose weight, working out where I am on the style spectrum. So let's start with this. I love this. It's very pretty, but I never wear it. I actually bought it for a pageant. I did some beauty pageants years ago, and I won a plus size beauty pageant and went to America. But then I was going to get back into it, and everything just went wrong. Everything went wrong, and then like I lost the heart for it, you know, and then I ended up putting on so much weight, and I could hardly walk, and I was in pain, and I've just really lost the heart for it. So look, maybe when I'm 50 or 60, maybe I'll go and do some more or something. Maybe I'll do one in the future. I don't know. But at the moment, it's just too hard, you know. It's too hard with everything going on. So I do like it, but I just don't wear it. So I'm going to be brutal and just get rid of it, because I don't like hoarding. My parents are hoarders, and I tell them that, and they don't like it, but they are. And you know, I don't like hoarding. And I also too, like, I'm sort of the person that I feel like emotions attached to things. Like when I see this dress, I think of where I was at when I was wearing it, and so I attach emotion to things, you know. So I like to throw things out because I look at this dress and I think, oh, that's so 2017 or whatever. That's where, like, what I was doing when I bought this dress, and this dress represents a failure to me because I bought it to wear to a pageant and then everything went wrong. Maybe it wasn't 2017, it might have been later than that, because I think I was going to go to this pageant and then COVID happened, and I was caring for my mum at the time, helping to care for my mum. I wasn't doing it solely, but I was there as a support, and I was scared to bring COVID back to my frail mum and to my kids, and you know, like, when I'm an asthmatic and I was worried about getting COVID, and you know, so I didn't go because I wanted to protect everybody. So anyway, so this dress represents that to me, a failure, something I wanted to do, but I chose to not put everyone above myself, but make the sensible decision. You know, what's a beauty pageant versus making sure that everyone's healthy and safe when you know you've got people with vulnerable immune systems, you know what I mean? So I don't regret that decision. I feel like I made the right decision, but it's still a frustration that I attach to this dress. So that one can go. I'm just going to go and grab a bag. So I'm back. I'm hating my hair at the moment. I had to actually cut out some matted spots of my hair, and I was pretty mortified because I never get matted hair. But I've been putting this product in my hair, especially when it was shorter. I've been putting this product in my hair to give it volume, and I've been like, oh my god, my hair's got volume, and like, because nothing gives my hair volume because it's so flat. And then I've just been putting it up in a crep clip every day, and then not washing it for 2 or 3 days because I sort of didn't need to, because the product sort of kept it, you know, with volume, and it was like looking okay. So I thought, okay, I don't have to wash my hair. And then after pulling the crab clip out and then sleeping in it, my hair's matted up. So I didn't put any in yesterday, and I don't know. Maybe I just need to have a break from it sometimes, because it's once you put, it's like a surf mat sort of product, and you can't even get a brush through it. So anyway, I learnt my lesson. What else have I got? Another similar style dress. I mean, I've got to be like, this is really pretty. I do like it, but I don't like this sort of bottom on it. And it's polyester in here. And I've just never worn it. It's a size 16. Yes, it's pretty, but am I really going to wear it? Like, probably not. I don't know. And it's a hard one because I don't go anywhere like I used to. But I haven't been anywhere for so long. And, you know, I've been sick. I've been recovering from all my various health issues. And, you know, like I said, I feel like my whole life has reset. Even friends wise, you know, I need to go out and make new friends, because everything, like, yeah, like I just, if you're sick all the time, how can you have any life? How can you do anything? How can you keep up with social groups? How can you? My daughter was sick. I was sick. My son was sick. My mum was sick. And it was just like, that was the priority. So, like I said, I don't even know what I like anymore. I think that if I just cut my wardrobe back to what I'm wearing now, and as I lose weight, then I can reward myself with buying new clothes and new styles. Yeah, so anyway, what else have we got? This, that's nice, but again, I haven't worn it. I used to always wear dresses all the time. Dresses or skirts and leggings, because they're comfortable. And yeah, I don't know, we'll see. I used to love jeans when I was thinner, but I haven't been able to fit into a pair of jeans for a long time. So I'm just going to keep pulling things out of the cupboard, and if I find anything interesting, I will record it. Okay, so I bought this to wear on a game show because I auditioned for a game show and I had the feeling I was going to get on, and I just knew. I thought, I know I'm going to get on. So I bought this, and then I didn't get through the final auditions, and I was like, but I knew I was going to get on. I'm really wrong here, and I knew I was going to get on. So I couldn't understand how I didn't get through the final auditions. Anyway, then it said I could audition again. So the following year I auditioned again, and then I did get through to the final auditions. And then that was when I had the flu and I lost my voice and I couldn't hardly speak. So I was like, what do I do? If I audition and it's bad and I blow it, I might get another chance. If I ring up and tell them I'm sick, maybe I'll get through in the future. So they said they'd put my name down for future auditions. So I'm hoping to get on this show, because I've been on nearly every game show. I've been on like 5 game shows and I haven't been on this one. So I haven't been on Deal or No Deal either. I did audition for that, but they didn't want me. So I auditioned with Ben's mum for that, and yeah, we didn't get through. But I have been on The Chase, I've been on Mastermind, I've been on the 1% Club, and I've also been on the 100 with Andy Lee a few times. And that was just zooming from home. So then I got really, and I could have been on the 100 a few more times, but I was really, wasn't real well at that point. And you've got to sit there for like 8 hours if you do the 2 shows. They say if you do the 2 shows, you got a better chance of getting on. So I was always saying like, yeah, I'll do the 2 shows. But then it's like sitting in front of your laptop for like 8 hours and not moving, you know, while they're doing everything. And then the next day I could hardly move because it stirred up my fibro. So I was like, oh, I think I'm done with that. Anyway, so I don't even like this now looking at it. Isn't it funny? I bought this and now I'm like, I don't even like it. It looks ugly. Maybe it looked nice on the model, but it's also polyester. I'm not a huge fan of polyester. And this was expensive. I got it from Myers and it was on sale, but it's just polyester. And I'm like, how can they charge so much for polyester? But I think I'll just get rid of it. And if I do end up getting on the show, I'll just buy something else. So anyway, I've taken out a few things that I don't wear. Got some jumpers and things. This I bought for a family photo, but I don't like cotton because something like this you have to iron, and I hate ironing. And I'm just not a huge fan of it. That's actually a size 22, and I got it from it's a Proud Poppy clothing, and I got it from the op shop, and I wore that for a family portrait. But I'm gonna donate that because, like I said, I like things that are easy and comfy to put on, and I don't like things that I have to iron, or things that are stiff, or things that are uncomfortable or restrictive. And I've always been like that, and it's probably like autism or ADHD sensory issue or something, because the light is off on there. But anyway, yeah, I like things that are comfortable and stretchy. So I've got some nice jumpers. I got all these last year from Miller's. They had a big sale on. Miller's have shut down now where we are, but these are really nice, and I'm going to keep these for a couple of years because these will go with anything. And I've hardly worn them as well, so things like that. It's brand new because I bought it and then I got sick. I had COVID and the flu and surgery all within a short space of time. And like I said, I didn't go anywhere, and yeah, I just lived in my PJs for about 12 months, so all these clothes are like brand new. So that's probably all I want to chuck out for now. I'm gonna go wash some clothes and then see what I've got. Yeah, it's a process. It takes time. I cleaned out my chest of drawers a few months back. There's some stuff up the top that I could probably chuck because I haven't been wearing it. Yeah, so once I get through the dirty clothes, and also just some clothes that have been in storage that need washing because they're just been in storage, I'm going to wash them and either donate them or hang them up. Then I'll have a clearer idea of what I've got to wear now and what sort of style I'm going for.